When I told her she was being too close with her male best friend, she said, "You're so insecure, he's been in my life longer than you." Then added, "If you make me choose, I'll always pick him." So I didn't make her choose. I just packed my stuff and left. 3 weeks later, she was at my door sobbing. When I told her I thought she was getting a little too cozy with her male best friend, she didn't hesitate, just shot back, "You're so insecure. He's been around way longer than you." Then came the kicker. "If it ever comes down to a choice, I'm picking him. Every time." So I didn't put her in that position. I didn't give her an ultimatum. I just quietly packed up my things and walked out. Fast forward 3 weeks, and there she was, standing outside my door, crying her eyes out. Quick pause here. Big thanks to all of you watching. Over 14% of you are already subscribed, and I appreciate that more than you know. If you're new and into stories like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're pushing toward 10,000, and every single one of you helps. Anyway, let me rewind a bit and walk you through this mess. I'm Jake, 27 years old, work as an electrician. This all went down just last month. I'd been with Emily for about 2 years. She's 25, a graphic designer, lives in one of those trendy downtown apartments her parents help her afford. She seemed like a sweet girl, at least, that's what I believed early on. From the very beginning of our relationship, she told me about her best friend Tyler. They'd been tight since high school, even went to the same college. Sounded like your typical lifelong friendship. She always described him as being like a brother. In hindsight, that should have been a big OL red flag flapping in the wind. Tyler was 26, worked in sales, gym rat type. He drove around in a shiny BMW his dad paid for, full of that pretty boy confidence like he thought every woman was just naturally into him. Emily swore he wasn't like that with her though. Said he was just a loyal, dependable friend who'd always had her back. At first, I brushed it off. Everyone has old friends, right? But over time, the way Tyler acted started to feel off. He was in her messages nonstop. Morning, afternoon, late at night, it didn't matter. Even if we were on a date, she'd answer him right away. I remember one night we were out having dinner, and her phone kept lighting up. She was texting Tyler about some drama at her office. Another night, we were trying to watch a movie and her phone kept buzzing. He was giving a play-by-play of some basketball game he was watching. After about the 10th buzz, I finally said, "Isn't this a little much?" She looked at me like I was overreacting and said, "That's just how we talk. We've always been like this." But it wasn't just texting. Tyler had this habit of showing up without warning. We'd be in the middle of making dinner, and suddenly he'd walk through the door with takeout, all smiles like, "Thought you could use some company." Or we'd be enjoying a quiet night, and he'd pop in saying he needed to vent about work. The guy clearly didn't care about boundaries. And what got under my skin even more? Emily never seemed bothered. I gently brought it up one time, asked if maybe he could call first or give us a heads up. She looked at me and said, "Tyler's always welcome here. He's been part of my life way longer than you." And just like that, there it was, where I ranked. It was all about how long someone had known her. I couldn't help noticing how comfortable she was with him. She'd curl up next to him on the couch while we watched movies, steal bites off his plate at restaurants. And those hugs? Way too long to be friendly. After one particularly lingering hug, I pointed it out. She just shrugged and said, "We're affectionate, that's all." But she wasn't like that with anyone else. Just Tyler. Things really took a turn when Tyler started having trouble in his own relationship. He was dating some girl named Nicole, and things between them started to fall apart. And guess who turned into his emotional support system? Emily. She'd spend hours on the phone with him, dissecting every little thing he did or said. Hours that used to belong to us. She helped him write texts to other women, gave him advice, even helped him pick out what to wear on dates. I remember asking, "Why is he turning to his female friend for all this?" She just said, "I get women better than his guy friends do." I guess that made some sense, until he started asking for more than advice. Last month, we had a weekend trip planned. Just the two of us, nothing wild, just a cozy cabin upstate. I was packing the car on Friday afternoon when she came outside, looking tense. "We might need to postpone the trip," she said. I asked why, and she told me Tyler had just called. Nicole dumped him and he was a mess. "He needs me right now," she said. And I just stared at her. "He's a grown man. He can survive a breakup." She looked offended. "That's cold. When your best friend is hurting, you show up for them. And what about showing up for me?" I asked. You have me all the time, she snapped. Do I? I said. Because it feels like Tyler gets more of you than I do. That was the spark that lit our biggest fight yet. She accused me of being jealous and insecure. Told me Tyler had earned his spot in her life. She said boyfriends come and go, but Tyler? He was always going to be there. If you're asking me to choose between you and Tyler, she said, then I'll choose him. Every time. She didn't flinch. She said it like it was the most reasonable thing in the world. You'd really pick him over me? I asked. Yes, she replied. He's been by my side for 8 years. You've only been here 2. Apparently, love is measured by duration now. I realized in that moment I was just the latest chapter. Tyler was the whole book. Okay, I said. Tyler first, me second. That's not what I meant, she tried to say. But I knew it was. So I drove home and started packing. Lucky for me, I still had my own place. Didn't take long to grab my stuff. While I was boxing everything up, Emily called, over and over. 20 times. I didn't answer a single one. Later that night, around 10, she showed up at my apartment. Her eyes were red, face puffy. Jake, let's talk about this calmly, she said. I looked her dead in the eye. We did talk. You made it clear. You said you'd always pick Tyler. I didn't mean it like that, she said. It was hypothetical. No, I replied. It was honest. I don't want to lose you, she whispered. But I also don't want to choose between you two. You're right, I told her. You shouldn't have to. So I'll make the decision for you. Emily kept going, trying to talk circles around me, but I'd already tuned out. She'd made her position loud and clear. Tyler came first, and the rest of us were just background noise. That's when something clicked in my head. You really believe Tyler's just some harmless friend? I asked. Of course he is, she snapped back. Then prove it. Call him. Right now. Why? She asked, already annoyed. Tell him we broke up. Let's see how he reacts. Jake, that's ridiculous. If there's really nothing weird going on, it won't be a big deal, I said. Fine. She rolled her eyes, pulled out her phone, and made the call. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, sorry it's late. Jake and I broke up. No, I'm not okay. Even from where I was standing, I could hear the shift in Tyler's voice. He suddenly sounded excited. Now tell him you just want to forget about everything tonight, I said. What? Tell him you want to meet up at a hotel and talk. That's disgusting, she snapped. Tyler would never. Then it shouldn't be a problem to say it, I replied. No, gross. He's my friend. Exactly. So prove it. Show me how innocent he really is. She looked at me like I'd completely lost it. Tyler's not like that, she insisted. Then call his bluff, I told her. Fine, she muttered, frustrated. But when he shuts me down, you owe me an apology. She got back on the phone, sounding a little less confident now. Tyler. I just want to forget everything tonight. Maybe we could, I don't know, get a hotel room and just talk. The change in his tone was instant. I could hear it from across the room. He was thrilled. That sounds amazing, Em. I know a perfect spot downtown. I could be there in 15 minutes. Honestly, this is exactly what you need right now. Emily went pale. Actually, Tyler, never mind. I'm just emotional. Let's talk tomorrow. Then she ended the call, her expression frozen in shock. Still think he's just a friend? I asked. Her phone lit up immediately, text after text pouring in from Tyler. Did you change your mind? I'm already getting dressed. This could be a big moment for us. I've been waiting for you to realize Jake wasn't the right guy. I'll grab some champagne. Text me the address. The guy was full on planning a romantic night within minutes of thinking I was out of the picture. Emily sat there staring at her phone like it had turned into a snake. This can't be happening, she whispered. Well, your innocent best friend didn't waste any time jumping at the chance to sleep with you, I said. I had no idea, she murmured. You didn't want to see it, I replied. More messages kept coming. Tyler's tone was getting more intense, talking about how he waited long enough, and how tonight was meant to be. Jake, I'm so sorry, she finally said. I really didn't know he felt that way. I did, I told her. That's why I kept bringing up boundaries. I thought you were just being jealous. No, I was being realistic. Can we fix this? Now that I know what he's really like? Fix what? You still chose him over me. I was wrong about Tyler. Yeah, and you were wrong about how you treated your boyfriend too. She started to cry, but honestly, I was tapped out. For 2 years, she'd brushed off my concerns and put Tyler on a pedestal. The fact that he turned out to be a creep didn't undo the way she treated me. I'll cut Tyler off. Completely, she said. It's too late, I told her. Why? She asked, like she genuinely didn't get it. Because this was never just about Tyler. It was about how, time and time again, you chose him over me. I told her to leave. She begged. She cried. But I was already gone emotionally. She made her choice when she told me she'd always pick him. That was the end of the story as far as I was concerned. The next few weeks were honestly peaceful. No more constant buzzing from Tyler's texts. No more last-minute cancellations because her bestie needed emotional support. No more weird third-wheel visits. But then last week, she turned up at my apartment again, this time completely wrecked. Jake, I need your help, she said, already sobbing. With what? I asked. Tyler won't leave me alone. Ever since that night, he thinks we're meant to be. Turns out, once Tyler got a whiff of opportunity, he went full stalker mode. Showing up at her office. Sending flowers to her place. Posting on her social media like they were already a couple. He kept saying, I waited 8 years. Now it's finally my turn. Looks like your best friend finally showed his true colors, I said. I filed for a restraining order 2 weeks ago. Good. About time. Jake, you were right about everything. Can we please give this another shot? No. Why not? Because you spent 2 years putting that guy ahead of me. Just because he turned out to be a psycho doesn't mean you suddenly know how to be a good partner. I know better now. You know Tyler's garbage. That's a start. But you still don't know how to treat someone who loves you. She kept pleading, but I wasn't interested anymore. Finding out Tyler was a predator didn't wipe away 2 years of being treated like I was second place. Later on, I heard from a mutual friend that Tyler had been telling people for months that Emily just needed to dump the loser boyfriend, and then they'd finally be together. Apparently, the whole time he was pretending to be her support system, he was actively trying to sabotage our relationship. That tracks. One of Emily's old college roommates even told me Tyler had pulled this act before. He'd hang around girls as the nice guy best friend, and wait for them to be vulnerable before making a move. Emily was just the latest name on his list. Now she's dealing with the aftermath, had to adjust her work schedule and move back in with her parents for a bit to feel safe again. Good for her, I guess. Maybe next time she'll date someone without letting a manipulative guy lurk in the background pretending to be harmless. As for me? I'm seeing someone now. She doesn't have some clingy male best friend angling for a shot. She understands what healthy boundaries look like. She puts me first, and she knows the difference between friendship and emotional blackmail. Emily made her choice, and she got exactly what came with it. Tyler turned out to be a stalker, and that's on her. Bonus consequences. I got what I deserved too. Someone who actually values me. Sometimes, the trash takes itself out. You just have to give it enough time. Emily's apparently still knee-deep in legal stuff with Tyler. Found that out from her sister when I bumped into her at the grocery store the other day. And you know what? I already knew. When someone shows you where you rank in their life, believe them the first time.